Alrighty, welcome to the channel. My name is DeFi Mike. I have been in the crypto space for the past 7.5 years. Just got back from the gym and was on a coaching call with a ton of our students. And in the next couple minutes, let's talk about crypto, right? What's happening? Welcome to the channel. My name is DeFi. Yeah, I already said that. Let's talk about what's happening in the market. Feel free to send this out if you're watching this live, if you're watching this as a replay or recording. I always love to know. Let me know in the chat where you're tuning in from and if you're watching the replay. See, past couple of days, we've had, first off, shout out to America, July 4th. Appreciate all the men and women who've served our country. I'm in Miami right now. So grateful for you. Going to go eat a hamburger and some sweet potatoes after this. So we're going to make this pretty quick. Now, past couple of days, market has been long. If you were on my stream last week, we talked about how June would close, and we talked about this level of BTC holding between 56 and I think it was like 60K, and we're actually in that level right now. So we're going to see how this market holds. In the past 24 hours, I'm on a website here called coinglass.com liquidation data, and we can see a lot of the market has been longing or buying on leverage. And the market has been flushing to the downside. Okay, I see Tampa in the building, New Jersey in the building. Smash that like button and send this out to somebody who may need to know what's going on. Now, I want to put some things in perspective for you. July 4th week of 2023, and thanks for spending some time July 4th here today with me. But about a year ago, Bitcoin and ETH were half of the prices basically that they are today. Okay, I remember Bitcoin being at 30,000 and people being skeptical. Is this it? Are we going to drop? And then Ethereum being at 1,800. Hey, are we going to turn around? Are we going to come back down to $300-400? You know, Ripple was at the same price. Solana was at $20 1 year ago. Now, I'm just going to kind of go through a couple of different charts here, and here's my perspective. Is we just had a Bitcoin halving, okay, in April of last year, and I actually put out an Instagram reel. Okay, you could go to my Instagram and go to my reels where I talked about how the halving would be most likely a bearish event. You know, going in or after the halving, we would have a bearish event in crypto. Okay. And that's, I think, what we're getting here today. Okay. We had the last halving in April. Okay. It was April of this past year. The market was sitting about right here. Okay. Then we had a halving in 2016, which was May 11th of 2020. Now, this halving that we went into, we actually had the drop off before. Okay. And then we had a halving in 2016. And if you don't know what the Bitcoin halving is, it's when the rewards get cut in half. Okay. And the other halving that we had was in November, excuse me, July 9th of 2016. And I believe this is what we are seeing in the market. Okay, you can go back here, July of 2016, where Bitcoin rallies to the upside, creates a high. Let's go down one time frame there. Or actually, let's go down 2 time frames to the 3-day. So we have a huge run. Then the market creates a high. Then it creates a lower high. I'll leave it on the weekly for you. And then the market drops. I believe this is what is a very similar move is taking place right now, where you have Bitcoin go on a run leading into the halving. You have the market now create a lower high, which basically means that this level high, this level fails to break. And then you have this, you know, sort of like flush to the downside, then the market makes a move back up. And I think that's what we're seeing here today. So what should you do? Should you sell? Should you buy? Well, I don't know. I'm not your financial advisor. I encourage getting educated and learning this stuff. And you can reach out to me on Instagram if you actually want to learn how to trade. I've been teaching people for the past 7 years, and we've taught over, you know, a couple 100,000 people at this point. So Good evening to everybody in the chat. Good afternoon. Thanks for spending your 4th of July with me. And I'll tell you this. The first thing is you need to know when to be in the market. Then you need to know when not to be in the market. And this goes for, trading crypto and building your positions in your portfolio. And I always encourage you to go to my YouTube and watch the bull market reminders video. It's pinned in my YouTube. Highly recommend going and watch that. Let me know in the chat if you've actually watched that video. And then number 3, this is so important. This is what half the people are going to miss that watch this video, is you need to know when to strike. And you need to know when to pour in capital. Now, if you're playing the 10, 20-year game, you can average in on the way up, average in on the way down, and play the long-term game. But I was given this example a couple hours ago, of a project that I called out in, I'm just going to delete everything here in the chart, in May of last year, okay? In May of last year, called Filecoin. And we called out Filecoin around this level right here, around $3. Okay, our DCA level was about this level here. And the reason, actually, no, May of last year. What am I doing? May of last year. I'm cutting myself short there. Off this wick, around $3, $4. So here's the example I'll give you. Let's say you bought Filecoin at an average price of, let's just say, $3.50. The market ran up 200%. If you did not take any profits and you did what we call round trip, okay, you went on Google Flights and you took a round trip. You ever go to the airport and you only have a one-way trip booked, a one-way flight booked? Let me know in the chat if you've done that. Put a 1 in the chat if you've done that. You're like, hey, I'm going to the Bahamas and I'm booking a one-way. I'm going to Miami and I'm not coming back until I don't know when. I'm going to book a one-way flight. And in trading and in crypto, when people book this one-way flight with no plan, with no strategy, they experience what we call a round trip in crypto, where the market, let's draw this real quick. Where the market does this, it takes off. You're on the plane. You're on the plane. You're going from Miami to New York City. No, why would you do that? You're going from New York City to Miami. You're about to have the weekend of your life. And just as you're about to land the plane, here's what happens. The captain says, attention in the cockpit. We have an emergency. We have to turn the plane around and we have to go back to New York City because of the weather. You're almost in Miami. You're about to actually make some damn money. And you know what the captain says? You're the captain. Let's turn that thing around. And guess what? You're on the plane still. You never got off. You never saw the beach. You never saw a Miami Heat game. You never saw Leo Messi. And now guess what? You're right back to where you started. And that's what happens to people every week, every year, every cycle in crypto. Now you're back exactly where we started. Okay. So I would avoid these round trips in crypto. Why? Or how? How? Have a plan, have strategy. Don't enter without knowing your exit. See, if you're buying Bitcoin here at 58K, great. I'm personally not, but if you are and you're playing like 5, 10, 20 years, that's cool. I have a certain amount of Bitcoin that I'll never sell, and I'll accumulate more when the altcoins go into the altcoin market and we catch the conversion, but we're not there yet. We catch the rotation. But what you got to understand is that what's your goal in crypto? What's your goal here? Your goal is to make money. Okay, your goal is to print money. Your goal is to earn money And it's not easy to earn it because there's emotions involved and there's these round trip flights that people love to take 200% up, 200% back down. Now, current state of the market, Mike, what do I do? What's going on? And if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the YouTube chat. I will answer them. Okay, Tanisha says she watched it. Greetings, I saw it. Amazing. Okay. What should you do? Well, you should probably have a strategy and you should probably look at the overall market first, and we could always start with Bitcoin. Okay. And I encourage you to know where are you in this market? Where are you in this cycle? Okay. I'm personally, obviously, I'm in the market overall, but I'm personally being patient the next couple of days. I want to see what Bitcoin does the next couple of days because just like it went up from 25 to 70,000, it could also retrace, which means come back down. And there's a saying in crypto that crypto takes the stairs up, but it jumps out the window when it goes down. So you have to be very careful of positioning. Now, let's go to the daily time frame. This is really where the magic's going to be. If I were to bet, if I were to say something, I like this level. I like this level. We could hold from here and we can start to go higher, but at this level, I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to strike. Now, I'm going to be looking more toward altcoins. Definitely Solana, definitely Ethereum, which are, two of the other bigger projects. But we can see here, like, for example, even Solana, it has a lot of liquidity right here, which, could be a very nice target for the market to maybe go under that. I talked about this in my last video. So we've got to be very aware of that. But also Solana is at a key level here where it could, of course, it came into that candle where it could have filled and could start to go higher. We did have that break of structure. Price did now pull back. Now, here's really where the test will be, is if Solana, for example, holds this level and does not break here, we flush right back down. Okay. So you mean that I just need to set up my going out? Correct. Yes, Neil. If you're going into a coin or an investment, you need to know when you're exiting. If I'm going into real estate, right? If I'm going to buy a property for 180,000 and I'm going to have, before I buy that, some sort of, okay, I need to put in 20, 30K to refurbish, for rehab. I have closing costs. I have all these different costs. Okay, if I sell it for 290, I'll make 30K profit. Okay, I need to go into that house, that rehab house, with expenses, labor, all that stuff already calculated, already pretty much in writing of what I need to do after to sell it. And when I sell it, how much money will I make? Okay, so you need to know that. And a big mistake that people make, Neil, great question, is they change their targets. Well, I'm going to sell Solana when it hits $200 and you bought it at 20, right? It hits 200 and you don't sell. And then guess what? Round trip that whole thing all over again. Now, I don't think we're going back to 20. I made a video on that actually, and you can get my thoughts. It's on my YouTube. But we're at some key points. Right now, I'm kind of out of the market on leverage. I don't have any leverage positions. I want to see what we do. Tomorrow, we have some really, really important things regarding unemployment. Okay, now unemployment and NFP affect something called the dollar. Affects the whole market. But the dollar actually is, what's funny is the dollar is actually dropping with crypto. And this is that whole myth that I'll just kind of debunk. Crypto and the dollar can both go up. Look at 2020. They both dropped. They both went up. There are times, of course, where the dollar will aggressively sell off and then the money, money's moving hands, money's moving markets. That money will shift into other assets like crypto and stocks and other commodities and stuff. Now, tomorrow, for example, if unemployment goes to, let's say, 4.1 or 4.2 or higher, I think this dollar falls and breaks this low. If it stays the same, it could also do that. But if it goes down, if the dollar were to go down, we could immediately see another push up, which it definitely can lead to Bitcoin going more down. Bitcoin going down, obviously, probably going to bring down a lot of these altcoins. So that's why I'm kind of saying know when not to be in the market. Okay. And right now, like we can see, if you're one of my students, you can see here we have equal highs. We have a target for Bitcoin to really rip to the upside. But we do need some more fear. Okay, we do need some more fear. Okay, I don't think crypto is going down. Well, going down is a perspective, but right now it is going down. Okay, if you can see this, we are going down. Now, will we stop here? Will we slow down here? I do think so. I do think we will hold 52K and where we're at now. I don't see us going that low. I think we start to get some volume and the market starts to pick up here in these mid 50s. Okay, we did wick into 56.8 and we did wick into 56.5 in April. Okay, but regardless, do you have a plan and are you going to execute this plan? I think right now there are so many different altcoins that they're down. What are you going to do? There are certain stocks that I feel like are extremely, down as well. You look at like something like Tesla. Okay. I gave this to some of my private clients here about a year ago in 2023 when Tesla created this low. Okay. Then Tesla had a huge move to the upside. And what was funny with Tesla is Tesla, even as a stock, created this low here, broke structure, came exactly 80%, and even something like Tesla followed this, and now Tesla is up 75% in 70 days, okay, for a stock. And if you had to ask me what my target would be, I think we will see Tesla this year trading above $350. $325. I believe we will see this year Tesla trading way above $325, maybe even a lot higher than that. All-time high for Tesla's at 400. Okay. So there's going to be these opportunities and there's going to be these charts, right, that look very similar, that go sideways and then they break out. And that's what we're going to see here with crypto. It just may not happen when you want it to happen. And yeah, I love that. I love that. It doesn't scare me anymore. It shouldn't. The market is an instrument that was designed to take from you, but it could also give you so much if you are patient and if you are balanced emotionally. Okay, people lose trades, people get into drawdown, but are you balanced emotionally? Or are you just like, throw money at everything? I got 600 coins in my portfolio. And you don't even, like if I said, oh, do you have this coin? And you're like, yes. And then I said, oh, do you have this coin? You're like, yes. And you have like all these coins and you have like 20 bucks in each coin. Like, just stop. Like, stop doing that. Why? Get convicted in like a couple categories. Get convicted in real world assets. Get convicted in a few things. Don't just be in crypto. Like, do you believe in the space? You don't even have, actually, forget that. You don't even have to believe in crypto to make money in crypto. I don't believe in PayPal, but I believe that it's going to go up. So I'm going to get into PayPal, in the mid 50s, and I'm going to look to see if this thing can go higher. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm not going to talk to the CEO of PayPal or the executives at PayPal, but I like the level, so I'm going to take the market. And I'm going to use the market, okay? Now, the market can easily use you, it can use me, and it uses people every day who over leverage themselves. So, I can tell you this. If your net worth is X percentage and you have like half of your net worth in one asset class, you better know what you're doing or you're going to get in trouble. You better be diversified. You better have residual income and you better strike. Here's the last thing I'm going to say here is you better strike when others are fearful. It's a classic investing quote. We all know who said it. The guy also got 150 billion or whatever in cash right now. So are people getting scared right now? They are. If you're coming into crypto for the first time right now, you missed like the best entries last year, to be honest with you. Okay, and I'll show you something here. This is why you want to follow me on Instagram. I post random stuff, but I posted this on my Instagram, on my Snapchat. I was not doing YouTube videos 2 years ago. You can see the timestamp. This was on my notes on my phone, June 25th, 2022. Our DCA list, all my students. Now, ETH didn't get to 800, got to 900. Bitcoin didn't get to 15, it got to 15.5. But Link hit that level. Solana hit that level. Uni hit that level. XLM hit that level, XRP hit that level, Algo hit that level, and you saw what happened after. Okay. Positioning people was my goal. It's why I've been in this space. It's why I do this stuff. My YouTube, I'm starting it now. So I greatly appreciate you guys hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, sending this out to some of friends. And this, I'm doing YouTube, like literally stuff for free here. Hopefully just connecting and through time, we build something special and we create a lot of success stories. I've been an entrepreneur the past 11 years, done pretty well, made over 7 figures in business and entrepreneurship. So anybody who says they're not doing things to make money is lying. But I can tell you this, we live in a world where people don't value free from a consumer. Or from a consumer. And then we also live in a world where people will hear things and they'll be skeptical because it's free. Stick and stay. Watch what happens in the next 6 to 12 months. I'm not deleting any videos. I'm not deleting any analysis. All the videos are there. All of the stuff like this are there. So, Neil, I appreciate the follow. Hopefully I don't let you down. But spend some time here. We have a lot of videos on the channel. I have a video that's really, really important to watch that talks about the different or the similarity of Ethereum in 2017, price action to chart. If you guys were watching the June video, I drew this literally. This is from the June video I did 10 days ago. We talked about Ethereum coming exactly back into this level. And now we're in the level. And I do think Ethereum will hold here. Okay, we have all this ETF news. And if we get some sort of similar movement that we got from here to here, I think ETH is back at 5K. But go watch that video on my channel where I talk about the price structure, right? Like Solana completed this exact move and then ripped. The exact chart of Ethereum from 2017 to 2020 has that cycle, that 4-year cycle happened in 2 years on Solana. This market chart already happened on Solana, and Solana has not yet broken the all-time high. Take what you want with that information. Understand that Solana could easily flush back into $80 to $100, which is where I will start DCAing again. Solana is one of my top positions in crypto right now. Top 5 positions, maybe top 3. I got to check. But, even at 135, I think it's still a great zone. I think it's still a solid zone if you're playing the 4-year game. If you're playing the previous high, all-time high, excuse me, that's still a 90% run. Your bank's not giving you $1. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But hey, I'm going to go make some hamburgers. Happy July 4th, everybody. If you're in the US, smash that like button, hit that follow button. I would appreciate it. And look, if y'all have some questions, my DMs are open on Instagram. I do my best to reply. We have like 50 or 60 messages in my request that I have to get back to. It's DeFi Mike Sotero. I'll never ask you for money, okay? And if you want to read a free book that I put together at the bottom of the market last year, I'll put the link in the chat. It's called the DeFi ebook. It's 11 pages. It's free. No strings attached. Go read this book. Tens of thousands of people have read this book. And it's a good starting point if you're getting into crypto. Feel free to share it with a friend, family member, and let's spread the word. I mean, crypto is at such a crucial point right now. I'm telling you, as hopefully your friend. There's windows, and this is the window here. Okay. We'll look back, just like I was doing these videos in 2017, maybe not on YouTube, but I was doing videos and doing events and teaching people and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens. Hope y'all have a great 4th of July. God bless you and your family. And shout out to the troops that serve